Hello, product managers and aspiring PMs. Welcome back to the channel where we break down the essential skills that'll make you a product management powerhouse. Today, we're diving into something that separates good PMs from great ones. And honestly, it's something most people completely skip. We're talking about opportunity validation, or as I like to call it, how to build the right thing before you build anything. Because here's the brutal truth. Shipping fast means nothing if you're shipping the wrong features. Let's fix that. Picture this as a PM. You're in a meeting and ideas are flying from every direction. Your CEO wants a revolutionary AI feature. Engineering thinks we need better performance. Sales is screaming for integration with some obscure CRM tool. And don't even get me started on what customer support is asking for. Sound familiar? Here's what most PMs do. They pick the loudest voice in the room. Or worse, they try to build everything. And 6 months later, they've shipped features nobody uses. But the best PMs? They have a system. They validate opportunities before they become commitments. And that's exactly what I'm going to teach you today. I will be teaching you the 3 pillars of successful opportunity validation. Every single product opportunity, whether it's a tiny feature or a massive new product line, needs to pass 3 tests. Pillar 1, strategic fit. Does this actually move our company forward? Or is it just shiny object syndrome? Pillar 2, user value. Will real users actually care about this? Or are we building for imaginary personas? Pillar 3, business value. Can we measure the impact and does it justify the investment? If any of these 3 pillars is weak, your opportunity is weak, period. Let me show you exactly how this works with a company you definitely know. Let's dive deeper. Pillar 1, strategic fit. Think of this as alignment with the big picture. Ask yourself, does this support our mission? Is it part of the current strategy? Does it align with our product roadmap? Will leadership back it? Let's talk about Google Maps, probably one of the most successful product launches of the 2000s. When Google was deciding whether to build maps, they didn't just think, maps are cool. They asked 4 critical questions. Does this support our mission? Google's mission is to organize the world's information, and location data is massive, unorganized information. Check. Is this part of our current strategy? Google was going mobile first and needed to compete with Apple. Geographic services were crucial. Check. Does this align with our product roadmap? They were building an ecosystem, search, Gmail, Android. Maps would connect everything. Check. Will leadership actually support this? This wasn't some side project. It had executive sponsorship and real resources. Check. Here's your screenshot this. Mission alignment, yes or no? Strategic priority, yes or no? Roadmap fit, yes or no? Leadership support, yes or no? If you get even one no, pump the brakes. You're about to waste months of your life. Pillar 2, user value. If users don't care, they won't adopt. Full stop. Ask yourself, who exactly is the user? What's the real problem? Why is it painful or urgent? How will we measure success? Don't guess. Validate with interviews, data, support logs. Strategic fit is great, but if users don't care, you're building expensive digital art. For user value, you need to get ruthlessly specific. Not, users want better navigation, that's garbage. Let's go back to our case study Google Map. Who exactly is the user? For Google Maps, commuters, travelers, delivery drivers, people exploring new cities? What's the specific problem? Getting lost, unreliable traffic data, not knowing if businesses are open. Terrible directions from competitors. Why is this painful right now? Being late to meetings, wasted gas money, frustrated customers, lost business opportunities. How will we know if we've solved it? More frequent usage, longer session times, positive reviews, reduced support tickets. And here's the pro move. Define what you won't solve. Google Maps wasn't trying to be Yelp or Uber. Scope creep kills products. The validation here isn't guesswork. You interview users, you dig through support tickets, you analyze user behavior data, you actually talk to the people who will use this thing. I can't tell you how many PMs skip this step and then wonder why their beautifully engineered features have zero adoption. Pillar 3, business value. Last pillar, and this is where a lot of PMs get squeamish because it involves math. But listen, if you can't articulate business value, you shouldn't be building product. For business value, ask yourself, what specific metrics will this improve? Who inside the company benefits? Are there secondary benefits we haven't considered? Back to Google Maps. Direct revenue, local ads, promoted pins, business listings, strategic value. Android becomes stickier, harder to leave Google's ecosystem. Data value, location data improves search results, ad targeting, other Google products. Here's a simple framework I use. If we build this, we expect X metric to improve by Y amount, which translates to Z dollars over time period. Don't be vague. This will increase engagement means nothing. This will reduce checkout abandonment by 15%, worth approximately $2.3 million annually. Now we're talking. Common mistakes. Before we wrap up, let me save you from the 3 biggest mistakes I see. Mistake number 1. Assuming strategic fit. Just because the CEO mentioned it in a meeting doesn't mean it's actually strategic. Do the homework. Mistake number 2. Fake user research. Asking leading questions or only talking to friendly customers doesn't count as validation. Get real feedback from real users. Mistake number 3. Vanity metrics for business value. Increased engagement isn't business value unless it drives revenue, reduces costs, or creates strategic advantage. Avoid these and you're already ahead of 80% of PMs out there. Hands-on exercise. All right, time to test your skills. Here's your homework and I actually want you to do this. Part 1. Pick a successful product. Spotify, Airbnb, Netflix, whatever. Map out how it would validate all 3 pillars. What's the strategic fit? What user problems does it solve? What's the business value? Part 2. Now pick a famous failure. Google Wave, Google+, Microsoft Zune. Figure out which pillar they ignored. Spoiler alert, it's usually user value or business value. Part 3. Take something your current company is building or wants to build. Run it through all 3 pillars. Be honest. Does it actually pass the test? Do this exercise, and I guarantee you'll start seeing product opportunities completely differently. Look, opportunity validation isn't easy. It's not as fun as designing features or writing user stories, but it's the difference between PMs who ship random stuff and PMs who ship products that actually matter. Great product managers don't just build fast, they build smart. They validate first, then execute with confidence. If this framework helped you see opportunities differently, please subscribe to this channel, smash that like button. If you want more frameworks like this, please let me know what you will like me to discuss in the next training session. And seriously, do that homework. Test this framework on a real opportunity. Let me know in the comments how it goes. Until next time, keep building products that matter.